All right, all you truck guys and truck gals, this is probably the most eagerly anticipated new pickup of 2014. And why is that, Nathan?
420 pound-feet of torque.
420 pound-feet of torque. What's under the hood?
A V6 EcoDiesel. It's 3 liters and it puts out 240 horsepower.
Wow, now that is crazy. A light-duty truck with a diesel engine. We're gonna get to test drive it coming up next on the
Fast Lane Truck.
Standing in front of the brand new 3-liter EcoDiesel, which is huge news because I don't think there's been a diesel in the light-duty truck segment since the 80s. Maybe that was the last time.
Late 70s.
Late 70s, yeah.
Dodge Ram had a diesel for a short time.
And I think GM had one too.
Yeah, probably in that time frame.
Now under the hood, you'd expect to find an engine that begins with the letter C, a Cummins, but Cummins didn't have a small displacement diesel engine, and of course Fiat and Chrysler are now partnered, so Chrysler called their friends in Italy, and now we have a 3-liter Fiat-sourced engine under the hood of both the 1500 Ram as well as the Grand Cherokee. And in the Grand Cherokee, keep this in mind, there's no mileage numbers on this, but in the Grand Cherokee it gets 30 mpg on the highway, and that's a lot. This of course is a much heavier vehicle. Numbers will be released shortly.
What we're doing with the diesel is offering an option to somebody who's interested in great fuel economy, who still wants to be able to tow. This still has a 9,200 pound tow rating. So it's a truck can do a lot of work.
Not a whole lot of changes with the truck that, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty damn good looking. There are available projector beam headlights and one of the largest belt buckles you will ever see. My God, that'd even hold up my gut. And finally, it terminates with what I think is one of the sexier tushies. Not up here, but down here with the exhaust. Yes, that's right, diesel with dual exhaust. I love the styling. Slap it!
Nathan, this thing has some big ass cojones.
I love the cojones.
All right, Nathan, I'm not sure you're going to hear a lot coming out of a diesel engine. Why don't you start it up and let's see. All right, hold on, I'll run back there. All right, give it the juice. All right, that's the thing about torque. It's silent.
Well, what are you expecting, folks? It's a diesel. It's a 3-liter diesel. It's all about the power.
Right, you've got a brand new diesel engine that's going to be coming at the end of this year. You've got air suspension that's on the heavy duty. And these are first-in-class achievements that nobody's done.
For sure.
And that's expensive.
It's very expensive. You know, we've invested, well over $1 billion in our pickup trucks, both light and heavy duty. And this business, the automotive business, is all about product.
Howdy, cowpokes. Check out this interior. This is the Laramie Longhorn edition, and a lot like certain other competitors that also make a very country western style interior, this one is not short on leather. It's got tons of it. And this particular vehicle has the rotating knob for the automatic transmission selector. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how you guys are going to handle it. I'd rather have a big lever, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's like a Jaguar.
Oh my God. Ram and Jaguar in the same sentence? It's impossible.
And diesel. We're really confusing them now.
I'm confusing myself. The integrated brake controller is right here. It comes standard inside the truck. And guess what? It doesn't in the Toyota. But in this particular case, it's kind of nice to have it near all the controls, very easy to get to, and your knee's not going to hit it.
Yeah, and Chevy puts it on the left side.
Yeah, up here, which is, it takes some getting used to. Everybody does it differently. I happen to like the way it's set up here.
Yeah, it's a great place to have it because that's where in an emergency you want to reach to, because usually you're right-handed and so it's close to hand. And
oh, the left-handed people are going to type in and they're going to yell at us and say bad things about my mother.
Uh-oh. Nathan, Chrysler flew us out here to LA and they found this, well, it's a magical spot. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful location to do this review.
Yeah, I'm not used to having a ranch that's this big and this picturesque. I'm used to, you know, hardcore Colorado stuff, flatland, angry horses, stuff like that.
Yeah, they did it right, and they're spending a lot of money on their pickups, and it shows. You know, they've got air suspension now, both on the light duty and the heavy duty. They've got the new diesel in the Ram 1500. It's also a new 6.4 liter heavy duty gas engine.
Yes, and don't forget about the 8-speed automatic transmission that's in a whole bunch of vehicles.
People are, I don't know, curious about the fact that it's not a Cummins. I mean, that's your other partner in the heavy duty trucks.
For sure.
Yeah.
No denying, we love our relationship with Cummins. The 6.7 turbo diesel Cummins is an incredible motor, best in the heavy duty market. They just didn't have something of this displacement that we were looking for.
Seems like, you know, diesels and pickups are just like peanut butter and jelly. They go together very well.
With bananas. Yes.
With bananas.
Yeah.
That's the 8-speed.
See, it's this. You want to know my only gripe?
Yeah.
When I'm in a diesel-powered truck, I'm used to a very stiff ride, and I'm used to towering over people. So it's a little different in this because, first of all, you don't really hear it from inside the cabin. You hear a little tiny bit.
You don't hear the percolators.
No, you don't hear any of that.
You do hear it from the outside.
Yes, you do hear it from the outside, but it's a very mellow tone. So for those of you who are worried about going to, like, you know, through an like, you know, when you go to order a hot meal and
drive-through.
Yeah, drive-throughs. I can't even say drive-through. And it gets so loud that you can't even talk on the box, right? I've had that happen to me before. So in this particular case, it's very quiet, and you just hear a little tiny. It sounds like a diesel car engine, basically.
A bit of straight road ahead of us, so why don't we do a very impromptu 0 to 60 at sea level. Now, I think the best way to get time to come down with this thing is just to rev it up a little bit, give it a chance to spool up, and then drop the hammer and see how she'll do.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the traction control too.
All right, there are two of us in here, but it's a pickup, so deal with it.
All right, let's rev it up.
Rev it up. All right.
Whoa! Yeah! It lit up the rear wheels. I wasn't expecting that. That's awesome.
11, dude.
That's awesome. I love torque.
And here comes 60 right there. Oh, look at that. Check it out. You see it?
Yeah.
9.99.
And that's with two chunky guys. And we messed with it earlier and we were getting like 10.7. So turning off the traction control and revving it definitely helped.
Yeah, and if you didn't get all that wheel spin, I bet you'd go even faster. And if there weren't two of us in here, and if we didn't have the air conditioning on, yada, yada, yada. It's very impromptu, but 9.99.
That's really good. It's a 3-liter diesel. And, you know, the point is that means it's really good merging power. It's probably really, really good on the highway, being able to overtake vehicles.
And towing.
And towing, of course.
You know, Nathan, there is something about a diesel that just goes together with a pickup. The power, the torque, it's like peanut butter and jelly. But the big question, of course, is on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, what do we give the new 1500?
We're not going to give it anything until we get it up to Colorado and really test it.
Yeah, it's not fair. We only get to drive this for like an hour, and it's not fair to you, it's not fair to the truck. So we're not going to give it a rating. What's our new sign-off for the Fast Lane truck?
We have a new sign-off just for the truck channel, and that is, only wussies drive cars.
Nathan, we drive cars.
I guess we're wussies.
See you next time. Ciao. As you can tell, we are in California, where Nathan is from.
That's right, folks. We're about 25 miles north of Los Angeles in the mountains.
And Ram let us take the brand new EcoDiesel off-road on what is basically a dirt road, but it is off-road.
It is a little bit off-road, and there are a couple spots that I'm sure will be kind of challenging.
So here's a quick take review off-road of the new EcoDiesel coming up next on
The Fast Lane Trucks.